Alright YouTube, just gonna make another quick video here. My plan is to do just a saltwater video for today of what's going on downstairs saltwater wise for the basement, just because there's a lot of stuff to cover, and instead of making an annoyingly long video, I'm gonna make a short video with some cool stuff as well. The reason I haven't been making any videos lately is because my grandfather recently passed away about 2 weeks ago, so it was kind of a pain leading up to that point as well as after that point. So and plus I just haven't really had any free time. So today I took my ACT, which is kind of sad to say that that's my only free time is the day I have to take an ACT. So otherwise, yeah, not a whole lot of free time. So last night I set up this 20-gallon saltwater tank because I needed to move some smaller fish into a smaller tank because a larger fish needed more space and I didn't want him to eat them. So what we have is going to be McCoster's fairy wrasse male. I absolutely love wrasse. I know my big thing were gobies probably about, I don't know, a couple months ago. I kind of switched to wrasse. I think every single tank I have has at least one species of wrasse in it for saltwater. But that's McCoster's. And then there's going to be the green, I believe it's a green grass wrasse. Try saying that twice. It's actually pretty simple. But anyway, he's pretty cool. Kind of swims with a very odd style, flat body. He's just cool to watch swim around, I guess. Yeah, I also have the tomato clownfish in there. So he's also from the 55. But the fairy wrasse do not get along, therefore this guy is down upstairs with the longfin fairy. That is why he's down here. So, and the green grass guy, he doesn't really seem to care. Seems to be a little bit more of an aggressive species, not really related to the fairy as closely, I suppose. Where is he? There he is. But for all the people out there who go, saltwater tanks are too hard to maintain. I know they're out there because I just heard one talk about it probably about an hour ago. They're not. I'll give you an example. 20-gallon tank, pretty cool. I got a light, I got some sand and gravel mixed together, play sand, and my filter is a Tetra Whisper 30. Yeah, a 1030, and that is my saltwater setup. It's not really that difficult to keep saltwater. People really over-exaggerate it. If you got a good filter on it, it does the same as freshwater. The only difference is make sure you got salt. Now, once you jump into corals, yeah, it's a whole new thing. And if you want to get all technological with it, make sure that you don't have any algae growth. That's also another whole thing. But otherwise, for the beauty of just keeping fish or invertebrates, you don't really need a whole lot. Water changes, yeah, you need water changes, but that goes the same with freshwater. If your water is too dirty, make sure you clean it. I should make a shirt that says that. But that's the 20-gallon tank. I just like watching this guy. This is actually the first time I've really seen him out and about. He was originally in the 55, but there's a wrasse in there that was chasing him around, so I didn't really get to see him, so. Gorgeous fish. Where that green guy is. Sorry about that. Camera died on me. As you can see, the little green guy is out and he's eating. In the weirdest way. And I can't keep the camera still. The plan of this tank is to probably get another goby and a shrimp. Otherwise, I'll move the ones from the 55 into this tank. I was also just taking a look at it. I think I'll replace the two 10 gallons next to it with another 20-gallon tank. Because if I sit back and I look, that's a really nice setup. That looks pretty damn good. So it'd just be cool to replicate that and do another setup similar to it. So of course, different fish and at least one wrasse. Because it's just a new thing, because we all know Brady changes his mind as to what's new and what's cool and what's different, what he likes and what he doesn't like. So speaking of saltwater, because I have to show it, if he's not in here, well, he's somewhere. And there's a snowflake eel. You don't really see him. You can see part of him. You don't really get to see him. The freshwater one's always out. It's because he's about 18 inches though. Alright, so here's the original 55-gallon saltwater tank. Well, originally a native fish tank. Even before that was an Oscar tank. The plan with this is to turn it to an aggressive saltwater tank. I did get a T8 bulb, which is similar to the one, which is actually the same model of the one upstairs on the 55-gallon reef. However, I looked at it and I went, do I really want to spend all that money trying to get that tank all set up again? I don't think so. So I figured trying out some different species of lionfish, maybe triggerfish. I don't really know. Something aggressive. So far inside the tank, which I'm going to remove. He also got me thinking about setting up a 20-gallon tank. Is this wrasse right here. Now, he's kind of bland. He's got a yellow, pink, white bottom. It's alright colors. When he's stressed out, he's got pretty wicked color on him. A $30 fish turns out to be some rare wrasse. It's like 80 bucks average. So that caught me on surprise, because I never expected it to be this one rare wrasse that I don't remember the name of it. It starts with a K. It's like a Kazao or something. I don't remember. I'd be lying to you if I told you. But yeah. So expect some predators in there. I've never really done a predator saltwater setup, so that was also one of the points. And we got a glare. But here's the lion. He's been in quarantine for the past, I don't know, maybe month. I've never kept him. I've always sat back and looked and went, oh, that is such a cool fish, but I've never really taken the liberty to actually buy one. Yeah, he's pretty freaking cool. He refuses to eat frozen foods and pellets just yet. I fed him goldfish the other day because I got sick of waiting for him to eat. It was just kind of a last minute kind of a, hey, let's make sure he actually eats and he's not going through something where it's causing him not to eat. So he was eating, at least. Granted, it involved chasing down prey and swallowing it whole, and they were goldfish, but it was eating. Also inside the tank is going to be the metallic shrimp goby and his tiger shrimp. I'll be moving those, I think, just because I don't want to lose them. Well, I guess everything inside the tank will have to be moved, other than the transparent cave goby, which is hiding in there somewhere, who's pretty good size, pretty bulky. I wouldn't expect him to get eaten, but there's always a first for everything. So, yeah, that's really it for saltwater stuff. So, I think I'll conclude it with that. Maybe I'll get working on that 20-gallon tank. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure out on that pretty soon. Yes, there is a lot more than just this, and no, I'm not trying to, I don't know, hide anything, conceal anything. I mean, you got the degus, which that glass has always looked like crap. But you got the degus, you got the snapping turtle, Spike the Mallee or the Mastix, bearded dragon, Savannah Monitor, which I'm taking her back out today. I've been taking her in and out, or taking him. Found out it was a boy. I've been taking him in and out of his cage, so he sits in there and then he comes out with me. So we got the two bearded dragons. I got a little, what is it called? A ceramic heat light, so that way I support that tray up so they can both get the food. 60-gallon mixed tank. Not really a specific biotope for that. Taniika tank. Lake Taniikan cichlids. Good looking setup. And you got the 150-gallon tank, which is really the only thing I could hide, but to be honest, it looks good. If I stand back here and give you a little view, the fish have a good amount of room. If you saw in my last video, I had it blocked off because the pike cichlid was having a hard time adjusting, but he's over in the back corner and he's doing just fine. A newer addition to the tank is the white Oscar at the very top you see there. He's getting the crap beat out of him at work, so I brought him on home because he had potential. So, plus it's a fish that won't get eaten by the big hybrid, at least not yet. So the tank is crystal clear. I do about 50% to 75% water changes on it at least 3 times a week. The canister filter has gone through and wiped out completely. new water, everything's checked out, made sure that the levels are running okay. It's a lot to maintain, but the fish seem to be happy and doing okay. The water is crystal clear right now. It couldn't get any clearer. If you take a look, you can see kind of like an outline here, and that's just a white film that's on the glass. Otherwise, you can see how clear the water is right here. It's just a little bit fogged up because one, I got water on the front of the glass, and two, I've got film on the inside of the glass, so I just haven't had time to grab a scrubber and wipe it all off on the inside, so it just takes too long, and it's a lot to get. So plus I don't want to get eaten by a catfish while I'm doing it. But yeah, that's kind of like a wrap up of the entire room. Still a cool tank, still cool fish. If people out there still have their whole hatred or whatever, you got them in too small of a tank, well guess what, they were in a 40-gallon breeder tank. Just about every single one of them. If not, they were going to die. The pacu is going to be killed, I can tell you that one. The Raphael catfish is going to be killed. Channel catfish, well he's mine. Hybrid was in a 40-gallon, Oscar was in a 55-gallon, White Oscar was in a 40-gallon, Red Devil was in a 40-gallon. What else? The Akara cat was, well, in 150, then brought to a 40-gallon. So it's a lot better. It's not like it's being stuck in a small tank. Tanks are hard to come by, expensive, and for a kid who can barely afford gas, it's hard to keep up with expenses at home. So, but yeah, that's the fish room. Comments, questions, post them below. Subscribe, of course, as always, because it's always recommended. If you have any recommendations as to what the next videos are going to be, go ahead, shoot me a little message or send a comment below. Either way works. Just because I check my email about every single day. I'll see those. And yeah, that's about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you all next time.
Try to tell you no.